match, the Revolutionary title on the line. It is Damon Windsor defending against the undefeated Retro Randy Price. Could Randy walk away champion tonight?
This has been the moment that Randy has been waiting for. He has been wanting this match for quite some time, as he's felt like this undefeated streak has deserved it. I'm sorry, I spoke over you there, Matt Striker. My apologies.
Here comes the challenger, Retro Randy Price. Gonna take it back old school and hopefully take it back as a champion when this match is over. At least that's what he definitely wants. Randy Price has put together an undefeated streak in singles action, and Randy always so popular here with all the fans, no matter where we are, whether it's Texas, Missouri, Arkansas, Kansas, Oklahoma, wherever world class goes, Randy Price knows how to make that connection with the fans.
Absolutely. Retro Randy here is looking to make Damon Windsor an old school sucker here tonight.
Randy Price. Well, he's showing the moves that he was taught by the coach, Gary Toole. But the fun and games are all about to be over. The second son, Damon Windsor, along with the mysterious Anna Lynn.
That just... I swear, every time you say that, I think it almost hurts you to say that about Anna Lynn. And this is a marvelous woman. But the one thing you forgot to say is he is Revolutionary Champion.
Well, there's no question his lengthy title reign here, as Windsor, preceded by Anna Lynn, to the ring here, putting the Revolutionary Championship on the line. And as I've said on many occasions before, when we have seen Damon Windsor defend that championship against so many different competitors, he has found one way or another to survive, to escape with the championship. But in many of those ways, it's not exactly been a situation where he has been the definitive winner. He has just found a way to...
I'm sorry, he's still champion, isn't he?
Well, he is still champion.
Then stop making excuses, because it doesn't matter if you want to say definitive or not. The point is he's still champion, which makes him the definitive champion.
Damon Windsor holding that championship aloft, using it as a symbol to indicate how much better he is. And Matt Striker calling for the bell as Windsor hands the title belt over to Anna Lynn. You can see referee James Beard reaching for that championship belt himself, but
yeah, we definitely
Windsor always puts it in the clutches of Anna Lynn.
We know for one thing's for certain right here that we can determine, and this match hasn't even begun. You know what that is? Is that Striker needs to learn that it's the referee that signals for the bell.
Well,
he can't just simply tell them to ring the bell. Anna Lynn was still in the ring.
That's true, and she does need to vacate the premises. We saw last week just how a woman's interaction in a match could potentially cost her man a match. And
yeah, but Anna Lynn has been around long enough. She knows better.
What does Windsor do? He's calling Anna Lynn back up.
Oh, okay, it's a moment here. Give him
a moment. Yeah, it's a creepy moment.
It is not a creepy moment. You think prayer is creepy?
I mean, is that prayer they're doing? Are they communicating telepathically? Is that some sort of like an Eskimo kiss? I can't tell what's going on there.
Are you insulting this man's belief?
No, I'm just...
Are you throwing shade at this man's wisdom? Because quite frankly, he's definitely in a better position than you.
Well, that's what he would say. That's true.
What do you mean that's what he would say?
Because he believes he's in a better position than all of us. And if all of us would just follow him and do as he says, that he could lead us all to greatness and glory. And I don't think that that's what most of the fans here believe.
Well, we know that you thinking has put you where you're at these days.
All right, collar and elbow tie-up attempted there earlier, and now back to it as Price trying to force Windsor back to the corner. that's not going to work because Windsor definitely the size and weight advantage, the leverage advantage.
I would venture to say the power game as well. Not just the size and weight, but he's got the power
to go how to use both of those things to execute that power advantage. And Windsor also with the experience advantage, although only by a couple of years, but that's still plenty in this game. Bryce, though, Bryce with a quick left jab, ducks underneath, and again with a left.
Oh, and it follows up with a right cross, too.
The combinations there, but Windsor going to grab him, throw him, literally throw him into the corner, going to try for the big forearm. He misses that, and Price now taking advantage of the opportunity. Punches and jabs all over the body of Damon Windsor.
Well, this is a big match for both guys. Damon Windsor's revolutionary titles on the line, but Retro Randy's undefeated singles streak is at stake as well.
And Windsor now going in for the pin. Only good enough for two, though. Windsor, though, cool, calm, and methodical. As Price trying to fire up here, trying to keep pressing that advantage, which is one big strike from Windsor, really rocking Randy's world and not the way he usually wants it rocked. Windsor charging in, but nobody home. Price gonna gain that distance, gonna charge in himself. You can see him flailing the arms, but they did make connection.
Just barely, though, as we see Randy, though, he's following it up with one more clothesline. He has Windsor hooked, but only for a second.
He's going to go for the Bulldog, but instead a sidewalk slam by Damon Windsor. And Windsor now in for the pin. 1, 2, but a relatively non-traditional pin, not really putting his whole body weight over Price. And I don't think we've seen Windsor do this before. It's like almost an overestimation of the damage that he's done to his opponent. And it oftentimes prolongs these matches, perhaps.
Prolongs them, or is he being cerebral about this match? I would tend to think he's being cerebral. I know you would like to think otherwise, and you don't want to give this man the credit he deserves. But Damon Windsor has been...
Look right there. Look right there, Anna Lynn digging her fingernails in the eyes of Randy Price. And don't to make up some excuse. Don't come up with some sort of creative thing about what she was doing. There's no denying what you just saw there, Travis.
I mean, all I saw is that she was just putting the face right into her hand, trying to impart wisdom. That Windsor wisdom on top of Retro Randy.
I should know better by now. Okay.
Well, we said earlier and we established that you thinking is what got you to where you are. So, now, Damon Windsor is right back to work on what he should be on Retro Randy. And now look at that, he's just hurting Randy.
Huge heel throw, and Price's body like a rag doll tossed all the way across the ring as Windsor shows the crowd the power in the palm of his hand.
Where it's been from the start.
But Price still not dying. Price still trying to fight back.
No avail there as he got thrown straight back down, and a nice stomp to the back. Simple and effective. Now he's trying to impart some of that wisdom, that Windsor wisdom on the North Texas crowd.
You say impart the wisdom. It was more to me like a demand as he was telling the crowd to bow down, as if they're supposed to worship him.
The wisdom, that's what I'm talking about there. If they would just listen to his wisdom, then it would be to their benefit.
This chin lock here by Windsor, not as effective as he would like, as Price able to get that vertical base underneath him. Shots to the midsection, break that hold as Windsor off the ropes. Price off the ropes, Price off the ropes. Windsor not sure where he's coming or going from, and a big leaping forearm. Price gonna come over, hooks the leg, and not quite two out of it. As Windsor way too close to the ring ropes anyway, he could easily have broken the hold that way. Now Price back in the middle, gonna have to continue. He knows that if he can continue to punch Damon Windsor around the head, that seems to be the weak area that he has found. Oh, nice drop kick there. Take that height advantage away. Gonna hook the DDT and drive Windsor's head straight into the mat.
Oh, that could be it.
Price over. Price with the cover. One. Oh, what's the...
Oh, Anna Lynn.
Anna Lynn saving her man and saving the match as she holds the Revolutionary Championship again. Why is she allowed to keep control of that?
Well, why is Randy
in a neutral corner?
Why is Randy paying any attention?
Oh, look out!
Woo!
Almost an unfortunate collision there.
Oh,
That was a kind of a collision. decision. Price rolling up. O'Connor roll. 2.
Oh, he got it!
He got it. Did he get it?
He did!
He did. James Beard handing the championship to Randy Price.
He did, he got it! Wow, Retro Randy!
The undefeated streak continues as Randy Price has become the Revolutionary Champion.
Unbelievable, that quick second, that momentary mishap by Anna Lynn cost Damon Windsor the Revolutionary title.
And the era of retro goodness now begins as the Revolutionary Championship solidly in the hands of Randy Price. Damon Windsor has got to be beside himself. The plan's completely backfiring, but we got a new Revolutionary Champion. Fans, we've still got more to come. We're going to take a break and be back after this. And ladies and gentlemen, here he comes. Third generation superstar, grandson of the legendary Gory Guerrero, son of Chavo Guerrero Sr., nephew of Hector Mondo, and of course the late Eddie Guerrero.
That family has been a thorn in my Uncle Skandar Akbar's life for so long, I have no use for the Guerrero family.
Well, the Guerrero family, world known, and he has been successful everywhere that he has been. Multiple times, tag team champion, cruiserweight champion, once held the ECW title. Chavo Guerrero now has come to join the Revolution. And the fans, of course, certainly aware and appreciative of the legacy that the Guerrero family and the Chavo himself has put together. I believe he is here to introduce our main event.
Looks great, doesn't he?
He does. Doesn't look any different from the last time I saw him on TV.
Wow, Wichita, you remembered. Hey guys, it's really, really cool to be back here in Wichita. That's right, la chistio siempre, brothers, always. Great to be back here in Wichita. I've been here many times over the last 20 years with WCW, with WWE, and now with World Class Revolution.
World-class faithful showing their appreciation.
Hey, these guys are putting on a heck of a show for you guys, man. So let's hear it for those guys back there, those wrestlers back there for sure, because they're out here busting their butts for you. I wish I was able to perform tonight, but unfortunately, things happen. I got a little bit of an injury that I'm getting over, but I'll be back very soon. Turf toe, yeah, exactly. But anyways, guys, I just want to say thank you for having me, and got a lot more to come. And these next two competitors, I'm really excited about this match. We got two guys that can fly all over this ring. I know them both well. One I've wrestled before, and one I've wrestled several times in many countries, in many organizations. So without any further ado, let's hear it for the first competitor tonight. From Monterrey, Mexico, Fuego del Sol!
El Fuego del Sol, quite possibly the most popular superstar that World Class Revolution has.
And a man that I helped get into World Class Revolution. What a fine young man this man is.
Fuego del Sol. How long has he been competing, Al?
Not very long, about 5 years or so, and I'm very, very good friends with his father. And wanted to make a name for himself, a humble young man, and Boy, I'm glad I had the opportunity to help this kid out. He is a good one.
Well, I've had several conversations with El Fuego at various places around Oklahoma. He is indeed a very, very humble man, a very soft-spoken individual, but when he gets in that ring, he turns it all the way up. Not just to 11, he's turning up to about 25, because you are going to see some amazing moves from him.
From Mexico City, Mexico, there is no one juicier. The one, the only, the juice is loose. Juventud Guerrera!
Another second-generation wrestler, son of Sangre Guerrera.
Juventud Guerrera, one of the men to popularize Lucha Libre in America in the 1990s. He has got Jesse Jane with him.
The only one, Jesse Jane.
Well, this is an interesting pairing. Those of you who are not familiar with Jesse Jane, well, if you're under 18, I can't really talk about her past, but if you are a grown adult, you might know what she's done. Juventud Guerrera, sporting the mask once again. And the juice still incredibly popular here. Juventud Guerrera, of course, with so many wars, with people like Rey Mysterio Jr., with people like Chavo Guerrero Jr., Conan, and also with American stars such as Dean Malenko, and of course the late Eddie Guerrero. But now here in the Revolution, these two men, I certainly hope our cameramen are ready. I certainly hope that they had a good meal before coming up here, because they're going to have to use all their skills.
Chavo, you made me remind some juiciness in the ring with you, baby. What about when you get better, you and me here with Cheetah again? See, yes. Why not, brother? For the good old time.
I got one word. Orale!
And before we start, I gotta start with this. Finally, that juice has come back to Wichita, Kansas, baby! Keep juice, man! What the juice is cooking, baby! Let's rock!
Well, Juventud hyping himself up. And some quick consultation there with Jesse Jane. The fans here certainly showing support for El Fuego del Sol. As I said, I hope the cameramen are ready, because this action is going to fly all over the arena. And fans, we will have this match for you when we take our final commercial break. Stay with us. You won't miss you won't miss this. All right, fans, main event time. As the crowd here in Wichita, Kansas waits for the bell to ring, it has rung, and we are about to see an amazing match between these two. I honestly don't think it's going to stay on the mat too long. Collar will tie up as Juventud Guerrera forces El Fuego back into the corner there. Al, I'm going to have to play the Fact Man card once again. Before the break, you incorrectly identified the father of Juventud Guerrera. It is actually Fuerza Guerrera.
That's exactly right. Fuerza Guerrera.
The person you mentioned was actually his uncle, also a professional wrestler.
That's right.
Juventud has a very broad wrestling family, as many of the luchadors do.
Juventud Guerrera. That means warrior youth.
And the crowd split here between the two as the chants of Let's Go Fuego and Let's Go Juvi. And then Juventud with a call throwback to the late Eddie Guerrero.
You know, I've actually wrestled both Fuerza Guerrera and Juventud Guerrera. I'm going to tell you, some of the very best luchadors in Mexico, legendary.
I have seen some of that action myself. Oh, and we almost got an end to the action there. The 2 count by Juventud Guerrera.
This kid has come such a long way, this Fuego del Sol.
And he's in such high demand as well. I had an opportunity recently, I believe, with Evolve to try out for them, and making just a national name for himself. Only been around for about 5 years. The future is very bright for him, and future opportunities look very bright for him in this match right here over the top as Fuego takes down Hoovy. And oh wow! Hello, Jesse. Hello, Jesse Jake.
What I wouldn't do to be that selfie stick.
I am very, very jealous of El Fuego right now. Well, not now. Okay, now I'm not so jealous. As El Fuego collides with the ring barricade, his eye taken off the action by the beautiful Jesse Jane. And Juventud Guerrera acknowledging one of the fans here in attendance before taking El Fuego, going to try to slam his head into the ring apron. Fuego blocks that and returns the favor. And Fuego now rolling Hoovy inside. Fuego with the shoulder butt. Fuego now over the top, going to try the sunset flip. Guerrero runs through, but cradle there, nope. This action is going to be so hard to call, it's so quick. And down goes Hoovy on the knee of Fuego. Now Fuego locking the fingers, going to look a little top rope action into a Hurricane Rana.
Wow, that amazing lucha libre style that is just so fast and so colorful. I can just sit here and watch it all day. Truly acrobats.
And the crowd showing their appreciations for the accomplishments of El Fuego del Sol as he comes into the corner, but is met by Juventud, who brings it out. Wow! Completely laying Fuego out across his knees. And Fuego now at this mercy of Juventud, but only gets a 2 count.
What do you think about a luchador in my faction?
Well, are you confirming now that you're forming a faction?
No, never mind. I don't want to talk about that right now.
Juventud Guerrera now moving in, brings Fuego out. Reversal though. Fuego set up top of the top rope, kicks Guerrera, takes him over, and goes for the pin himself, and again only 2.
Don't get too confident, Fuego. You're in there with a pro and a veteran and a legend.
World traveled. As Fuego now attempting perhaps to set him up for a type of a surfboard, placing the soles of the boots. But Fuego turns it over and immediately into a pinfall. And Hoovy now, knee strike to the midsection, steps over on the arm. What's Fuego going to be subjected to here? This is almost like a submission move. Tied one arm in and bending the other one over. This has completely neutralized Fuego's aerial offense. His one leg tied up, and well, Juventud releases it of his own accord.
Well, he's just playing with this kid.
Well, that's quite possible. He may have felt that he did enough damage for the moment. Certainly very confident in what he's got going for himself. As Guerrera, Irish whip reversed, Fuego catches Fuego. Up and over, Fuego trying to get for the sunset flip, and a double stomp to the shoulders, and now to the back. High impact moves.
This may be it. Oh, that made me dizzy. Such a contrast in styles between this lucha libre and this American style. It's amazing.
Well, of course, some American have tried to adapt this style. You might hear it called the X Division style, but you're right. It really just basically is the lucha style, the high-flying, acrobatic style of wrestling that is extremely popular in Central and Southern America. And every wrestling continent has their own particular style of wrestling. Japanese strong style, English with their ground, their mat-based submission style.
But anymore,
American just kind of blending all of them together.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Anymore, you see that style, all the styles melded together, now in this new style of professional wrestling, which I think is awesome.
Nice step up enziguri there by El Fuego del Sol. And Fuego now into the corner, lures Juvi in, catches him with a boot to the face, and another one. Fuego to the second rope, gonna look for a tornado DDT. Oh. Juventud countered that.
Wow.
Rolls through, gonna try to pick Fuego up. Manages to get him up and down, Juvi driver.
That's it, that's it.
Not quite.
Ah. Wow. You know, if one of my guys was in there, this match would have already been over. We don't fly around like that. We just beat people up. If that was Mahali in there, the match would have been over a long time ago.
So you're saying that Mahali is not going to be one of your guys?
You and your questions. Just mind your business and stick to the match.
I'm a reporter. I need to know these things. Fuego now eating an elbow. Juventud on the second rope, but kicked out from underneath him as Fuego off the second rope. Well, that's an interesting
variation.
Variation on the 619. And
whoa!
Almost a lung blower.
Come on, 13-year-old referee, count.
Well, he counted, and he only counted to 2. And Fuego, even Fuego's a little upset with him here. Oh, took his eyes off of Juventud. Moving with the tights. But
what tights? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what's on the monitor, Al. Like I've been doing the whole show.
For the love of God, get your eyes checked. I didn't see a damn thing.
See, I made you cuss. And Juventud Guerrera arguing with the referee.
Oh, but you didn't see those tights.
I just was talking about. Well, I was talking about the attempted pinfall there, but again, not enough to keep him down. And now it seems like the tone of the match has changed. It was very even. It was friendly competition, if you will. But now it seems like both men have really come to understand this is going to be much more competitive than maybe they're believing it to be. And now trading blow for blow, heavy impact for heavy impact. Fuego turned around. Juvi with a boot to the midsection. Maybe gonna go for a power bomb? Yes, indeed. In the middle of the ring, Juvi rolls Fuego through, off the ropes. Knee strike right to the face.
This may be it.
That very well could be the end, but no, still not enough to keep the young high flyer down. And I think the frustration beginning to show through on the veteran competitor. He may have underestimated just how competitive El Fuego really is. Pump handle slam. No. Whoa. No. Turn it over again into another knee strike.
This style is so fast. There it is.
That is very much it.
Came out of nowhere, CM. We didn't even expect it.
Well, Jessie Jane, very, very happy for. I don't want to say her man because I don't know that. Oh, he's running. He's running, but we don't quiet. They're outside. Boone's, they're here at.
He doesn't want people to know what he's doing.
He's at the Alamo.
I get that, but he doesn't want people to know what he's looking for in case that bike ends up going somewhere.
Well, we know where he's going. It's going to the bay. They told him to go to the basement.
Zoltar told him to go to the basement. Yes, they did.
But can he get there? I mean, what's going to happen? Where's he gone to?
Oh, wait a minute. Boone's here. Boone's here with him. Well, if he's here, what happened in the Alamo? Can you answer that for me? Do you know what's going on?
I have no idea. I wasn't expecting Boone to show up here in the arena, but you're right. He is here greeting the RCW fans.
Along with world-class fans.
Yes. But,
did he find the bike? I mean, what's going on?
He doesn't have the bike with him.
But he certainly seems ecstatic.
Yeah, he seems in a much more celebratory mood. All right, well, maybe he's going to tell us now as he's got the microphone.
Thank you very much. I don't know if you guys have heard much about Boone, the bounty hunter. But Boone, the bounty hunter, can smell crime. There has never been a bounty that Boone has not cashed in. And today, here in San Antonio, bike was not in there. Like this guy. That's how I know you didn't steal my bike, sir. It was not in the Alamo, it was not in the Riverwalk. I checked Neil's bags already. It wasn't Neil. But I followed the breadcrumbs all the way here to this building, and I know, because Boone can smell crime, that somebody here stole my bicycle, and I am not leaving this ring until that person comes clean, until the perp with my bike comes out here and fesses up.
Well, somebody needs to do the right thing and step up here and bring Boone back his bicycle. This is such a childish thing to steal a bicycle anyway. Who's going to do that?
I mean, your guess would be as good as mine. Somebody's on their way.
All the attention directed to the entranceway.
I mean, Boone's been in search of this bike for quite some time. Wait.
Well, Boone flipping his attention around the other side. Can we get the camera over there? What's up? Oh, would you look at that? Oh, it's Jack Swagger. And he's got Boone's bicycle. Really? Now, okay, now here's,
Oh, look, it's one of your fellow Oklahomans.
I don't.
Go ahead, come on, admit it.
Sentimental value.
What is he, Burnham? Say it.
Bike stealer.
That's right. He is a common thief.
In this case, tall man, but usually small man, who steals another man's bike.
And fans are actually greeting him for stealing a bike. He's a thief. He's a common criminal.
Well, those are the Texas fans.
So hard, he's not gonna be able to watch them next week.
They're the Texas fans. Okay. But let's face it, they didn't steal anything like this guy did. I mean, I guess that's the typical Oklahoma way, right? I mean, they steal our athletes from our state to fund their stupid football team that they call Sooners. Oh, it just so happens that Jack Swagger was one of them too. Go figure.
I am thoroughly disappointed right now in Jack Swagger and his behavior here as he holds the bike of Boone up.
You know,
And just look! Come on!
I'm appalled. I'm disappointed in you too.
In me?
In you.
What am I gonna do?
Because you're an Oklahoman. You're associated with it.
You heard that bike? I'm gonna hurt you 10 times worse.
I mean, I'm not saying that I am completely all about Boone, but the man had a bike. He was enjoying my great state, pedaling around, minding his own business, and Swagger had the audacity to steal it.
Now, I got a question right here. Let's set all that to the side for a moment. Well, Jack's grabbing the microphone. I guess he's going to address things.
First of all, that's my bike.
He said it's his bike.
I mean, I know, I heard what he said, but why does he think it's his?
Let him tell you. You want to hear from your fellow statesman, the common criminal that he is.
And if anybody is from America, it's Jack Swagger. Now your grandma is a beautiful lady. How about we have a battle for that bike?
A Swagger just threw down a challenge for the bike.
Yeah, well, again,
A bike.
Yeah, but besides the fact, look at him.
Wait.
Who's injured?
So you're saying the winner of this match gets the bike? I accept!
Well, Boone going to accept the challenge. Fans, I guess we're going to have a match when we come back. All right, fans, we are back with essentially an impromptu main event situation as Boone the Bounty Hunter is going to be taking on Jack Swagger, the winner will claim possession of Boone's bike. Well, I mean, what should be Boone's bike?
I just want to clarify something. These two men are...
I was looking at this earlier. What is it that...
Oh, it's a copy
of his movie. What is Jack Swagger? Is he stealing everything? Come on, Jack. What you're doing Oklahoma terrible here? What in the world?
So let me get this straight. Swagger...
I told you I could smell a criminal, Swagger.
That movie sucks!
You stole a copy of Boone the Bounty Hunter. All sticky fingers swag bag. Yeah, Swagger stole this DVD, but if you want to buy your own, it's available at the merch stand over there. Or at Walmart, or streaming on Netflix. Rampage, that's a great movie.
Okay, so let's get this straight real quick. Jack Swagger stole a bike.
Yes, he did.
He then stole a DVD.
Apparently he did that sometime along the way too, yes.
And now two grown men are fighting over a bicycle.
Yes, you've lined it out perfectly.
Do you realize how ridiculous that sounds?
Welcome to professional wrestling. I'm still just completely embarrassed with the fact that Jack Swagger
I'm embarrassed of you.
is lowering the standards of Oklahoma by committing these type of acts of thievery.
Lowering the standards? What kind of
Yes,
standards is that to begin
I'm
with?
not going to get into this whole Oklahoma, Texas thing with you, Travis. I know where you're going to lay your bedside on. But I'm really disappointed in the fact that Jack Swagger has committed these acts and has embarrassed my entire state by doing so.
But you don't know anything about my bed or its side, so you just back away.
Swagger now with the Irish whip on the injured, as I pointed out before the commercial break, injured. Well, that's not where the injury lays there. You can see that huge brace on the left arm of Boone the Bounty Hunter. He injured that while doing some parkour training, not during an actual wrestling match, but while training. And nonetheless, he is competing in this match less than 100%.
But we know that Boone does train for these matches with his parkour style. But if you will do me a favor, Burnham, why don't you explain for the people that don't know what exactly is parkour?
It is a conditioning and an agility style of training regimen. It's designed to increase your ability to... I don't know.
Okay, so let me do this for you. I'll do this for you then. Okay, so parkour is essentially using your environment for anything. You're getting from point A to point B in the straightest line possible, no matter the objects that are in your way.
Straight line right now is what Boone wants to do, because it looks like Jack Swagger is gone to the outside, and is he... I hate to ask, is he going to steal something else here? Where's Boone going? Where are they going to? They're on the completely... They're outside the arena?
They are outside the arena.
He's gone with the bicycle. Swagger has stolen the bicycle again.
He's literally riding the bicycle.
Riding away. How many times? I cannot think of another single situation where I have seen a man ride a bicycle away to a wrestling ring during a wrestling match.
Well,
This is what World Class brings you, fans. This is the type of action that you can only see in World Class. And now, Boone has the bicycle back.
Oh, no, don't run him down. Don't run him down. He has a family, for God's sake. Wait. He does have a family, right?
Swagger, yes.
So if something happens to Swagger, then his hot wife becomes available, right?
Oh, wow. It's amazing how you turn that around.
Boom! Just start pedaling. Start pedaling as fast as you humanly possibly can. Oh, he tripped. That's the perfect setup. Why are you stopping?
Well, Swagger back to his feet, and now he and Boone facing off. Boone has control of the bicycle.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I would say that during the wrestling match. Boone has control of the bicycle.
Oh, that means there's still an opportunity here. Come on, Boone. Do a play in our favor.
And even the world-class camera crew here is having trouble keeping up on exactly what's going on. Okay, we've got Boone has the bicycle in his possession. Swagger back near the ringside area. I think Boone is going to attempt to position the bicycle in such a way that Swagger cannot easily remove it again. I never thought I'd be saying these statements while calling professional wrestling matches. 12 years worth of this stuff, and I've never said this.
Well, I mean,
all right, now back to traditional action, thankfully.
You know, I guess we really shouldn't be too surprised, nor should we actually be a little bit thankful that they're actually fighting over an object that you can control. I mean, at least this isn't over a mop.
Or some sort of medical enhancement for, we'll just
stop there. Let's be somewhat friendly here.
Jack Swagger, now 100% in control. Swagger, in fact, is comfortable in control. He's practicing some of those MMA strikes. Of course, Swagger competes at the Bellator fighting style and fighting company for mixed martial arts.
He's actually involved in their heavyweight tournament coming up here soon.
And Swagger now has negated the arm strength here of Boone. Of course, that left arm, as we said, already previously injured.
And look at that. He told our cameraman right there, "You watch my bike now. Is my bike safe?"
Oh, look at Boone over the top, onto his feet. Big clothesline, both men down in the middle of the ring.
And now both men unconscious in the center of the ring there.
Referee beginning this count, as it looks like Swagger may be able to get back to his feet first.
So what would hypothetically happen if both these men get counted out? Does the bike go up for auction?
I never even thought about that possibility, Travis. Why do you have to fill my mind with these things?
Because I'm far more intelligent than you are, Burnham. I wish you would only realize this right now.
And yet you're wasting that intelligence on what happens to a bike if both of its parents don't end up wanting to have it.
Did you just legitimately call Swagger and Boone their parents?
I don't know. I'm just amazed at what I'm seeing here.
I was mainly concerned over for the well-being of Mrs. Swagger. That's what I was concerned
Yes,
with.
I can tell. We all know where your focus is laying. And right now, Boone's focus is laying Jack Swagger out as he's off the ropes. Big knee right to the head of Swagger. Boone down at the cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2, ow, not enough.
I'm just saying we should really think of every single factor that we possibly can. You never know that what may happen after this. I mean, Boone could file theft charges against Swagger. Swagger could do 5 years. I mean, 5 years is a long time now. I gotta make sure that all bases are covered for every party involved.
I know you want to cover all the bases, Travis. This is definitely
Hey, watch it
definitely
now.
true.
Watch it now. You aren't lying, but watch it.
Boone now trying to position Swagger in such a way that he can bring this match to an end here. The longer it goes, the more risk he has of further injuring that left arm. He's able to pull off a good move there with the right. Oh, nice kick right to the head of Swagger. Puts the big man down face first in the middle of the ring. Boone over, rolls. Oh, no, he's not.
Oh, no, I think you know what he's setting up for here.
Looking like maybe we're going to have a little visit to Starship Pain.
Indeed.
Swagger was very educated there, but not good enough to keep him on for the 3.
It's extremely difficult for me right now to put any kind of hope behind Swagger because he's an Oklahoman and he stole something.
You can look at the power there of Swagger. You can't contest that with Boone. Oh, look out! Swagger looking for the Patriot lock.
Well, he got it.
He is locked in the Patriot lock, and Boone can't really position himself to push up with that arm, the left arm, the way he normally does. Look, that arm collapsing underneath him, and Boone may have to tap out. If he taps out, that bike is gone forever.
It goes to Swagger.
Boone trying desperately to drag himself to the rope, which he has done. That forces the break. And even Swagger feels a little bit perturbed at the fact that he was not able to force the submission out of Boone for that. And what? Swagger, come on.
Oh, here we go.
No, not again. Okay, look, we get it. You want the bike. I don't know why you're obsessed with the bike, but you want the bike.
A human baby. Hey, much as I love this bike.
You say you're going to pay me for the bike? Why on earth would he pay you for something that you stole? I'm telling you,
Honest to God, at this point, I have no idea what Swagger is even thinking.
this is the brilliant, I'm telling you, the brilliant educational level of the Oklahoma education system.
Now be careful, Travis. Be really careful.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm just being honest about this here. He did go to the University of Oklahoma, mind you.
And now Swagger.
Oh, wow.
Utilizing the bike. Is that legal?
Referee,
Is this like an all bicycles are legal match?
all bicycles are. Did you really just make that
I
statement?
don't see the referee calling for the bell.
No, Burnham, I swear, sometimes you make some of the most blatantly
And
obvious
Swagger's
statements.
gonna pick. No, good. He didn't. He didn't. You're not gonna pick up a victory that way over a top-level competitor like Boone. Not with a foot on the chest, well, on the bicycle on the chest, but nonetheless.
You literally test my patience here. I almost slipped there.
Well, Swagger looking to go for the Swagger bomb. Swagger motioning for it. Swagger charges in, leapfrog, springboard off the second rope, comes down, but it's greeted with the feet of Boone.
Now Boone needs to, okay, there you go, get the bike off you. That would be step one.
I would say pick up the bike and use it himself since Swagger was allowed to use it. That'll be step two.
I guess so.
And Boone not going to go in that direction. Boone's just going to take the fight straight to him. Going to try to lock Swagger up in the ropes here.
Yeah, you know, Boone's going to take the higher length instead of being...
Oh, big super kick right there. Rocks Swagger's world.
Instead of having the delinquent mind like you Oklahomans seemingly do and want to utilize
You can
stuff.
say that, but look at what Boone's doing right now.
No, he's just going to make sure that it's still drivable.
Yeah, he's going to make sure it's still drivable by pulling off something in the ring here. What has Boone got in mind?
No, you don't think.
I don't think. I have no.
Oh, I hope the tread on that is soft. Don't tread on me, indeed.
And Boone with the schoolboy, and
That's
Boone
it.
retains the bike.
Did you just say
I
Boone
did.
retains the bike?
Boone, it's what he did. He gets control of the bike by winning the match. That was the agreed upon stipulation. And you see the referee right here handing the bicycle to Boone. It is official. Boone has his bike back
I have seen
by
it all.
defeating Jack Swagger.
I have legitimately seen it all.
And I agree with you, Travis. I have as well. Well, fans, it's been a great hour here, and we thank thanks to San Antonio for hosting us. Join us next week as the revolution continues to be televised.